the storm outside is trying to tear the mountain apart. But in here? It's silent. Dry. Safe. The difference between a perfect night and a disaster comes down to one single piece of gear. We tested the top 15 backpacking tents of 2025 in conditions that would break most gear. And what we found will completely change how you choose your shelter. One of the most famous brands cracked under pressure, while a tent half its price dominated. We're revealing the ultimate tier list, and the number one pick at the end? It's not the one you have in your Amazon cart. Starting at number 1. Nemo Hornet Osmo Ultralight Backpacking Tent. Best overall. When camping farther afield, it's wise to pack a tent that's portable, durable, and quick to assemble in a pinch. The Nemo Hornet Osmo Ultralight Backpacking Tent is true to its name and weighs just 2.5 pounds, though backpackers can carry just the essential components to bring the trail weight down to approximately 2 pounds. While the pack dimensions of 12.5 by 7.5 inches is compact as is, using Nemo's Divi Cube stuffed sack helped us scrunch down the tent even more, with the poles removed. Depending on the pack design, backpackers can easily stow the tent material in a stuff pocket or bottom compartment alongside a sleeping bag. We found pitching the tent to be an intuitive process that's further aided by color-coded clips and 6-step instructions attached to the tent bag. We had no issue setting up the tent solo, making this a viable 2- or 1-person backpacking shelter. The tent's ripstop nylon material felt strong while stretching and clipping it to the poles. Nemo's pole clips do a great job of expanding the tent interior and distributing tension across the tent and rainfly to reduce wear and tear. We found the tent to be very breathable and effective at keeping out moisture. If camping in mild or warmer weather, use the clips to tie back the tent door for more airflow and views of the night sky. Otherwise, keeping the tent doors and vestibules in place can safeguard campers and gear from the elements. While we tested the 2-person model, keep in mind that Nemo also has 1-person and 3-person versions of the Hornet Osmo Ultralight tent. Number 2. Big Agnes Copper Spur HVUL2 Tent. Best design. We found the Big Agnes Copper Spur HVUL2 tent and rain cover to be both intuitive and easy to set up. The hub poles are color-coded and attached to the corresponding tent corner. We appreciate the simplicity of having the poles, rainfly, and stakes all attached to the tip-lock tent buckle system in each corner. However, it took us some trial and error to attach the guy lines from the rainfly to the stakes. Once assembled, we were impressed with the spacious interior, as there was plenty of room beside us. The vestibule offers additional space for gear, and it can be propped up like an awning to enhance ventilation and enjoy the scenery from inside the tent. At just over 3 pounds, the tent hardly weighed down our packs. Despite the minimalist design, the DAC aluminum alloy poles felt sturdy and the tent fabric trapped out moisture from condensation. Number 3. Sea to Summit Telos Freestanding Ultralight Tent. Best 3-season. The Sea to Summit Telos Freestanding Ultralight Tent is a great choice for spring, summer, and fall camping. The tent canopy is entirely mesh, providing excellent ventilation with and without the rainfly attached. We appreciate that the design allows the rainfly to be set up first to ensure the interior stays dry if setting up in wet weather. We had the rainfly attached during windier weather and there was hardly any noise or flapping, letting us sleep peacefully through the night. We took advantage of the adjustable vents to manage airflow, too. The option to prop up the rainfly with 2 trekking poles to create a semi-open shelter comes in handy for escaping the sun or a sudden downpour on the trail. We found the tent to be incredibly straightforward to set up and disassemble. The rainfly, poles, and tent each have their own designated storage bag, taking the guesswork out of packing up and letting backpackers divide the load of the 3.7-pound tent. Number 4. Nemo Dagger Osmo Tent. Most durable. Having reliable shelter adds peace of mind when camping farther afield on a backpacking trip. The Nemo Dagger Osmo had us feeling safe and cozy, even amid a huge rain and windstorm. The proprietary polynylon tent fabric offers 4 times the water repellency and 3 times less stretch when wet than comparable materials, and we put that to the test throughout 2 nights of storms. No moisture made it into our tent even after the campsite flooded and wind gusts were hardly noticeable with the rainfly in place. The mesh canopy allowed airflow without any rain coming in, helping us sleep peacefully throughout the inclement weather. The tent floor is made with ripstop nylon that effectively trapped out moisture. Though the tent poles felt very strong, we appreciate that a pole repair splint comes included with the tent. The tent also includes protected vestibules, handy interior pockets, and color-coded poles for easier assembly. Number 5. MSR FreeLite 2-Person Tent. Best Ultralight. The featherweight MSR FreeLite 2-Person Ultralight backpacking tent helps save valuable pack space for provisions and essentials. The trail weight is just 2 pounds, making it a great choice for longer backpacking trips. The mesh canopy spans all but a panel near where campers' heads go, providing excellent airflow and stargazing opportunities when the rainfly is removed. We stayed completely dry amid aggressive rain and wind that flooded a fellow camper's tent at the same site. We were impressed with how sturdy it felt against the wind, too. Though setup takes only a few steps, we appreciate that there's a diagram on the tent bag just in case. And that's the definitive tier list. Whatever your budget or adventure style, one of these tents is your new backcountry sanctuary. Ready to make your choice? Every single tent we tested today, the champions and the failures, all the direct links for the best prices and in-depth specs are packed into the video description below. Go find your perfect shelter. If this guide saved you from a miserable, wet night or just helped you make a confident choice, pay it forward, hit that like button, share this with your adventure squad, and subscribe. We're breaking down the top 10 sleeping bags next, and you won't want to miss it. Until then, explore further.